That's what we mentioned, probably being the most impressive thing that k1llsen has done is the way in which he adapts to play around his opponent as opposed to just a one-dimensional style for a map or around a set of champions. He really thinks about the game on another level, adapting to his opponent. But as we have an engagement right at the start of this, k1llsen's going to have to get away by being very, very low. No weapons, no real armor. Stocking back up for the rocket now and able to stabilize.
But he does get away most importantly, right? So he does at least have a chance to continue to fight on, not lose that first champion right off the bat. And let's see if he's going to be able to turn this around against Sorlag. Going to have a tough time to do a lot of damage against her.
And it's clawz with the lack of weaponry now. Very aggressive, nearly taking down the Doomslayer just with the super nail gun on its own. I know there's a hell of a lot of damage, but from that range, it's pretty incredible to do as much as he did.
Yeah, 8 HP left. First rocket's going to land, and now k1llsen's maybe coming into his own here. More towards his comfort level with the rocket launcher. He's going back on the chase. 7 HP to work with here, and clawz very low in health and has no chance to escape this. So a great little engagement there out of k1llsen. Does net them the first frag here of our winner bracket final. Keep in mind, it's a best of 5. Winner of this goes on to the grand final with a 1 series advantage. Now k1llsen actually being pushed on, but the thing is, again, you mentioned just how tanky of a champion Doomslayer is. Took a couple of shots from the shotgun, forced out a ghost walk, and now he's going to read into the push. Nice. What a preemptive shot again. k1llsen, this man, I don't know, this man is, for me, favored to win the whole tournament now.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. He's playing patiently, and as we would talk about in the AVEX series, he utilizes sound cues extremely well. So it's a little bit careless from clawz not having that rocket. It's a clear trap just to jump out there.
And it's not a trap that like k1llsen just sprung on him for the first time. This was a trap that he used time and time again in their last series, or the first series.
Just basic carelessness from clawz. I mean, we've seen his damage potential in these fights, like sticking around.
Oh my. What?
He nearly killed k1llsen.
Yeah, he did. k1llsen got really aggressive there.
So he has no right to be there, and he makes it happen. But at the end of the day, he needs to rein it in once again. Very similar to the way we saw AVEX starting the series, in being super aggressive.
Right.
And k1llsen just coming out on top of these fights because he has a bigger stack, because he played more patient around the items and just takes better engagements.
Do you think AVEX would be like a good counter to clawz's style? Just like the random aggression that he throws out can catch clawz off guard?
I mean, it definitely could work. I think the best counter we see is the way k1llsen plays. Just letting clawz play into his hands almost.
All right, well, clawz on the Sorlag yet again here. The Doomslayer for k1llsen to start things off. Getting a little bit more of a slower paced game here, especially without the rail. And that's where we saw clawz in their first match of the day against Vu really start to excel, was with the railgun.
Yeah, this is the time where k1llsen definitely needs to be a bit more careful now, because the beginning of the last match, yes, clawz did a lot of damage, but he got no items and he got no weapons, and that's the situation k1llsen was able to capitalize upon. But now the Sorlag has full weaponry and will be picking up probably both major items again, so this is the most dangerous period of the game for k1llsen.
Well, he's actually going to get some good damage down. No armor left. The LG is going to come out to knock her away. He will pick up the heavy armor, but he's still taking a hell of a lot of damage. Comes through the teleporter, trying to fight this out with the shotgun, and k1llsen's very low on HP, but so's clawz. Looks like both of these players will just back away from each other.
Once again,
live to fight another day.
Shotgun. 48 damage to start with, following up with about 18, I think it was. So nice double blast, nearly killing k1llsen, but just not enough.
I think the tracking at k1llsen too on the LG. And he's showing that he can add this to his repertoire, or is still willing to use it. And the LG coming out again to knock him away. The rocket's not going to connect this time. k1llsen's just going to back off, it seems, and give up some ground to clawz, who's going to pick up, or had picked up, the heavy armor.
Nice and slow,
staggering it, right?
Calculated, yep, exactly. By k1llsen. He needs to pick up a couple of the green armors. Might try and head over to the other one if he... feeling out clawz now. Playing the mid-level game, doesn't want to engage in that close combat while the Sorlag is still stacked, but that rocket is a signal for him to move in. That great air rocket coming out from clawz to finish off the Doomslayer. Pretty much just on 100 health as well.
And clawz, he's got the stack he needs here too. You can see k1llsen trying to pounce. I think he's overestimating how much damage he's really done to him. Or maybe he's just favoring this engagement. 68 damage. Look at this coming through. 1 rocket left.
Whoa.
He doesn't have a lot of HP, but he has the Ghost Walk. Catches him on the health pack. Doesn't have the rocket left, but the Acid Spit comes through and connects. Oh, clawz.
Was fortunate. k1llsen had the superior advantage in terms of position.
He had Ghost Walk. He could have survived that, couldn't he?
It was the instant burst.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't think he would have expected it. Oh, that almost went straight through clawz. And now he's well away from the items.
Yeah, Mega Health, there we go. k1llsen now has that one. It's a good, again, good split between the two major items here.
Yeah, but I don't even think clawz should have really have been given up the Sorlax so easily. The fact that he went over to those health bubbles was, again, a relatively simple mistake because it was clear what k1llsen was going to do.
Well, again, k1llsen getting aggressive, 24 HP. Get some armor, get some health. And they're tied on champions, one remaining for both. Injection's about to be up. Again, k1llsen has the read on these timings perfectly.
Yeah, and it would be in his interest to try and pressure clawz while he's stuck in this room. He needs to pop the injection and he's extremely low. Can he stick around for this heavy? It's going to be risky, but clawz is slightly far away. k1llsen's going to respect him.
Actually, zones him out of this one too.
Yeah, just a bit,
nice place to rocket.
Too late. I thought he wasn't going to risk it, but clawz backed up himself.
He's going to still go for the challenge, knowing he has the advantage here. clawz doesn't have the HP, and the rocket's going to connect, and k1llsen pulls 3 back straight. And there you go, k1llsen up 2-0 here on Corrupted Keep.
Yeah, and k1llsen's picking up all of the items. clawz is not doing an awfully good job at securing them. Great damage coming out, but it's not following up in it in the right way.
Again, you think back to the Sorlag that he lost.
Yeah, it was unnecessary. It was dangerous. It was great play from k1llsen to do so much damage on the Mega, but then clawz is just slight miscalculation of where k1llsen was going to go.
Ooh, he's burning through him. I gotta be careful. The Acid Spit has not really connected too much. 79 HP and counting here for k1llsen. He's going to back away. Still some armor for clawz. He's picking up some health bubbles. In the meantime, the shotgun has been taken out. And the shotgun's not really doing the damage, but the Berserk has been popped. He's looking to escape, and he has, again, gotten runaway accomplished.
Quite fortunate to get out of there with his life. clawz did trap him in that heavy armor area. Just the speed of the Berserk in the end being sufficient.
I think k1llsen more looked like Usain Bolt there. That's how fast he was able to run away. He's rocket bouncing at clawz is insane! And k1llsen had no chance there.
Yep, k1llsen peeking his head in and the first rocket knocking him up into the air.
Ooh.
And then it's easy pickings.
Ghost Walk used right away too. Heavy armor about to be up, so is Mega. Aspin has come down, and it did connect, and he gets another kill here.
Unfortunate, it was the completely right decision to be there, and it's an area of this game where k1llsen's shown a great deal of level above clawz in pressuring that heavy armor in particular, but taking the high ground on both major items and always, dealing a lot of damage when clawz is looking to pick these items up.
Has the LG out, but switching back to the rocket launcher. clawz giving him a little bit of respect here as k1llsen wants to push in for the kill. He's got the injection, has been used. The LG not coming out, and he gets the kill. Let's see if if k1llsen can do this again here and pull a 3-kill streak back.
k1llsen said, is he going to get out of there? Yeah. So k1llsen said he understood the way in which he needed to play clawz, and there is a big difference for me in the way in which he is approaching clawz and the way he approached Avec. As we come with a mid-air. So the way he approached Avec was even a lot more defensive than this, because Avec took a lot of care in securing items, whereas clawz seems a little bit reckless around the item pickups. And he allows k1llsen leverage in getting in position and to rain down rockets from the higher ground, whereas Avec was very calculated in not committing for items if k1llsen was ever in a position to do that, and in trying to bully k1llsen out of the way. And clawz doesn't take that care.
Okay. We'll see if that continues to happen throughout the series, or maybe he can change up his own style, because k1llsen's definitely come prepared, as you're saying. LG right off the bat. Feels like k1llsen's in Vegas with all these 7s. And again, I mean, proving the LG still, it's not terrible, it's not bad, but it's just situational at the moment.
Yeah.
And against Sorlag, just like that, the timing. He shot exactly right when he came through, and he wants to finish it. He wants the final blow, and he might be able to get it here with the LG. Knocks him away. Mega is now up. He's going to pick this one up too. And how can he escape this?
Ooh, I thought one of those rockets was going to do almost a full. Awesome play coming up for k1llsen. You just said situational. I think it's underused.
Dear Lord, like the timings on these shots. Right when they come through the teleporter, shotgun in the face. k1llsen's very low in health, but k1llsen has the ability to run away though. I love this aggressive play to clawz though on the Nyx. Like, shotgun, all I need. me just do like 80 damage to you off the bat. But k1llsen, look at that, just fighting his way back in this one. 2 kills with only a minute of time passed. Yeah, the shotgun clawz. He's not against using it, and to be honest, I actually like it. Because I think people can underestimate, the shotgun sometimes and how much damage it truly can do.
Yeah. We saw against...
But it's not going to work as the only weapon you have against k1llsen here.
clawz doesn't know any other way apart from forward. We saw against Vu, he was a bit more reserved, but that's when Vu was using the speed of the Anarchy and really upsetting clawz.
Ooh.
Because k1llsen's almost letting him get into these dangerous positions and then capitalizing on clawz's recklessness.
That was a great rocket there too, and you can see that k1llsen was waiting for the heavy armor, but he's got to back away. It's going to be so dangerous to drop in. He will secure it, but clawz missing the jump, missing the ability to get through towards Omega, and now k1llsen getting both of the pickups in a very good position to challenge out against clawz and to close out this first map.
Yeah, and he has the Ghost Walk up in 5 seconds, which he might be looking to use aggressively, because as we know, the Doomslayer doesn't have a great kind of escape mechanism.
And k1llsen's done this before. I saw him previously using it on cooldown to get aggressive against Avik in the last match. Heavy armor picked up again here, and k1llsen definitely has control of these items, but the thing is, Mega was taken a lot quicker. Mid-air is not going to land, and clawz and k1llsen both really scared to push down,
What's
but
a rocket?
even with the 79 damage being done from that rocket, it's not going to matter, and k1llsen will take the first map in this best-of-5 series.
And it looked, again, quite easy. I feel clawz just seems careless when it comes to the basic strategy within the duel, in that k1llsen is always around these items, and it doesn't seem that clawz ever learns his lesson, that k1llsen is quite happy for him a lot of the time to secure them, and in response he's dealing out like 150, 200 damage a lot of the time. So clawz needs to try and, if he wants to take these items, just secure them, make sure k1llsen's not around, bully him off a bit more, just be more aware positionally than he normally is. And that wasn't so much of a problem before, because the rockets were a little bit weaker. He was able to then to bully people off the map with his lightning gun in between the pickups, and he normally made them so low they weren't there to challenge, whereas now that's not the case.
Well, going into our second map, we'll see how clawz might change things up in this series, and obviously a lot of pressure on him. We talk about him as being a great player, but we also have to keep in mind for the newer viewers out there, he's won the biggest tournament in Quake history at QuakeCon this last year.
In his first ever LAN, I believe.
And not only did he win Duel, he won Sacrifice as well. Like, he won a ridiculous amount of money over the course of those 2 days. Or 4 days.
Yeah.
And he has a title to defend, Yeah, you won all that money, but is it as good as the glory that you get for being called the best player in Quake?
Yeah,
and not only Duel, but also Sacrifice.
He's one of the newer names, he's one of the younger players, but he's created a status for himself where everyone looks to him as... he has a target on his back now.
Yeah.
So taking him out and seeing k1llsen put up this sort of performance is very impressive. And if he wants to obviously be considered as one of the best in the game, he needs to refine his strategy based on how the duel is playing out and how the patch is playing out, in a sense.
So let me ask you this. So we look at k1llsen, and when we talk to him, he has set like strats of how he wants to play against certain people. He changes his style to depend on who he's playing against.
Yeah.
Do you see the same for clawz, though? Or is clawz always trying to play his style and never adapting?
He adapted slightly versus Vu. I mean, it's very dependent because there's so many things that happen in the duel that change the way you need to approach it. And we saw clawz make it a little bit of an adaptation versus Vu when Vu was very much on top. But I think clawz goes out with knowing his strengths and knowing how he wants to play, and just goes after that because that's what works for him. Mm-hmm. And it's an experience thing. We got Vu, we got k1llsen, we got k1llsen, these players with 10, 15 years experience, and that enables them to be far more reactive in their gameplay than someone like clawz, who's so...
He's 19, right?
Yeah, he's 19.
You've got k1llsen, who's 30.
Heavily aim-based, which often defines your style because that's what you rely on. And it's up to you then to refine that in itself. It's something that Strengths, when he first hit the scene, found big problems with it. And he relied on his aim so much that the rest of his dual game is quite limited to begin with. And it's just something that will come over time.
All right, well, I'm curious to see how he actually does grow over the course of these next years in Quake. Definitely already making his name, as you already mentioned. k1llsen going to be on Blood Run here. I'm going to say it's a map that he definitely chose.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
And we have clawz going with the Sorlac too, so maybe clawz is trying to do something similar to what we had Vu do yesterday against Cypher. Just stalling things out. That was a good rocket coming through to k1llsen. Not going to get the follow-up rail. Oof. We can see how low clawz is, and with that rail coming through, both of them are givable.
Yes.
Oh no, they're right on top of each other. Oh no, k1llsen, turn around. He doesn't get the rocket, knocks him into the air, but a great use of clawz in the tech again to jump off the wall after being bounced in the air to be unpredictable of where he was going to be. The fadeaway rocket connects, but not with enough damage.
Yeah, it's surprising to me that clawz has ditched the Anarchy. That was his staple before, and he's gone back to the Swarlag. So that obviously is a signal that he's refining and changing the way he thinks about the game. Oof. Nice shotgun, 2 big blasts coming out.
You can tell k1llsen's probably not going to be happy about that. The Ghost Walk, though, being used right off the bat. Has him caught out, gets a 100 damage rocket in. He wants to go for the chase, and clawz is going to have Ghost Walk. But will the rocket land? He could have ran away from that one, but not expecting the rocket to hit.
Ghost Walk was also up.
Yep. And now k1llsen tying things up here. He's going to miss that. That rail he probably should have hit. Maybe that one as well. clawz, I don't know. He keeps challenging out on this. I'm surprised k1llsen missed this many rails in a row.
He's no J-Cap.
Yep, it's definitely no Jeff. And again, another rail going to be missing here. Again, I wish we could see, because we don't have the ability to, we're not actually specking in-game, we're taking a feed from the observers, to see some of these stats. Yeah, because I want to see like the percentages of like his rockets hitting, and also his rail here. It's very important to tell about styles, to tell about, you know, how they're feeling against certain opponents. That rail will land on the clawz though, so k1llsen's going to have to back away.
Yeah, and I think, like we said earlier, clawz's rail, something's underrated, something he needs to use. Another great rail coming out. So that gives him a bit of a way back into the match. k1llsen was obviously dominating the last game based on his positional play and general output around items, but if clawz is hitting these rails in between items, then it becomes very difficult for k1llsen to continue that type of progress.
Nice little double jump. The clawz again, being ever so patient with the rail. Getting to the heavy a little bit early. He doesn't have a lot of HP to work with here. If that rocket hit, it might have been the demise of clawz.
For sure, it would have been a very simple mistake again, just basic timing errors.
Oh,
180 rail.
It's not easy to hit. Oh, they actually dodged it again. k1llsen dodging now 2 attacks, but clawz again with the rail. 2 out of 3. He'll take himself that first round here on Blood Run.
Yeah, clawz's rail looking on point. Definitely one of his stronger suits.
I wonder what map we have played twice then in this series. We didn't get the maps delivered to us today or on this match.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Oh, pushing again with a shotgun. k1llsen's respecting it a lot more this time. He actually gets the mega health in the nick of time too, and the chase has come.
Oh no!
Shotgun v rocket launcher too.
Oh no!
Oh, I was expecting like a gentleman's agreement there to not fire, to back away.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
Because k1llsen was looking directly at him, so you just hold that left click. Whereas clawz had a turn, all the berserk coming in. 20 HP, can he keep his distance? Yes, he does. He knocks him down. He's actually going for the chase.
Crazy.
Okay, so maybe that was like a, okay, let's just reset. Let's just lose one apiece. So maybe he felt bad about that kill. Because there's no need for him to fall down.
There was no need. He felt he had clawz on the ropes, and clawz just backtracked and smacked him from below.
Oh, k1llsen, he's just dodging everything. He picks up a health back in the rail. It's not going to connect.
Close.
Very close.
But no cigar.
Butt clenchingly close. 5 seconds on Mega. clawz is in a position to challenge us. 3 rockets. Got rail as well. Does secure this one. So now k1llsen going to be definitely on the back ropes here. Try to find his way back into it, and I'm guessing that's going to have to come through just chip damage and using that speed to his advantage.
k1llsen knows where he is though. She missing hard rail, but an important one at that. Nice.
Yeah, k1llsen, like, Anarchy is going to be really rough to play against clawz with just the accuracy, the sheer amount of damage that clawz can do with the railgun. You don't have a lot of HP to work with, and every rail you take, it's basically just taking you out the next 20-30 seconds because you're going to have to restack back up to even compete.
Yeah, exactly. But it's he doesn't want to engage anyway, so it is the right decision because he, as we saw earlier, he leaves himself a get out every time. Sometimes he does leave himself a bit vulnerable, but he's very happy taking these direct aim trades for that exact reason.
Oh, the rocket coming through. clawz actually stopping his momentum there. Really well done. He gets the mega health, so k1llsen's not going to have a chance to close out this kill. Pops the injection just to make sure he can escape. Make sure he doesn't get bursted down, so he has that little bit of extra speed. He comes back in for the heavy, but the heavy's not up, but he does get the positional advantage with the harbor. The rockets are being spammed in. He's too close to a wall, and clawz now. Looking for that last frag. He does have a 1 champion advantage here in the second round of Blood Run.
Timing errors coming out from both of them here.
Doesn't look like it's going to happen again, though. k1llsen gets the bounce, gets the double. Won't get the follow-up as he finally gets the kill, though, with the 3rd rocket.
Not sure why clawz was coming back out. k1llsen could have pushed in, but doesn't want to run into that acid spit.
Well, he knows it's on cooldown now. We just saw it on his screen being shot. You can see it here from the high ground. Connecting rail after rail. Is it really clawz?
Nice.
Why?
Because clawz
did he overestimate how much health k1llsen had?
No, he just trusts his aim, and that's what you do when you are a very aim-based player. Often you put yourselves in situations you don't need to be in because you trust your capability to hit more shots than your opponent. And he just wanted to get 1 more rail off. It was just a little bit greedy.
Well, it pays the price for it. Again, k1llsen hitting rail time and time again. Actually, that's a good use of the enemy rail to get some distance, to get the escape. He's got to be careful, though. He's got 92 HP, yes, but he has the potential to have way more stack here than clawz.
He has no rail either, so that's going to be something he needs to pick up at some point.
Shotgun again coming in. clawz getting up close. Goes like has been popped, and k1llsen's got to be careful. The gauntlet has come in, and clawz.
Oh, that's pain.
Slicing and dicing, but wait, there's more.
Realizing too late, that's probably what clawz is up to. But there's no ghost walk up now, so this could be dangerous.
Injection used too. He's trying to close this distance. He's trying to get the shots. That rocket, he almost bounced himself into it, and k1llsen's going to get the chase. He's going to get the kill. So trading 1 apiece now.
It was close. Missed rockets coming out from both sides, but finally k1llsen getting that kill. Needs to get out of here. This could be dangerous.
Doesn't have ejection either.
He's dead.
He's dead, man.
A few nail guns, that's what it takes.
I've actually been like thoroughly impressed with clawz's Sorlag. Yeah. I mean, Vu played a little bit of a different style with her. He used her specifically on this map just to survive with like a kill advantage. But the way we've seen clawz now, the second time using Sorlag from Crouch to Keep to here, the nail gun has been ridiculous. He's had some really good aim with it.
I agree.
k1llsen was camping that teleporter, wasn't he?
He was. The champion is definitely viable once again, just a little bit underappreciated in the scene at the minute. So
clawz gonna be spamming away, trying to prevent that heavy from being taken, and leave k1llsen just used a rocket jump to get there and takes a rail for his trouble. So pretty much losing everything he just gained from that. It's a good job by clawz to just eliminate the advantage that k1llsen was able to get from the heavy armor.
Ghost walks back up, so he's feeling a bit more confident now to push out on the map. Maybe take a fight with the Doomslayer. But would probably like to get the next heavy armor.
What's up right now? k1llsen's going to be really risky to go for it with these rockets being thrown in. He does get the ghost walk off, though, and that rocket goes straight through him. But the chase is looking good. He gets a lot of damage done, but
did that do 1 damage?
I think it did do like no damage.
Unlucky.
I don't know if k1llsen's gonna be happy with that because that looked directly on him, and that could have been
lucky. He doesn't look happy.
No. Well, I mean, when there's a red light on you, of course you're not gonna look happy.
Yeah, I guess.
But no, yeah, I agree. He doesn't look happy here.
2 rounds to 1. clawz putting up a much better fight, slowing the pace of the game down, not overcommitting for items a lot of the time, and using that rail to really great effect. Okay.
He wants it. The LG's going to push him away. If the Ghost Walk going to be used,
I'm fine with that.
That's a good trade, right? Ghost Walk for Berserk.
Yeah, he knew that clawz was trapped. So.
Well, double rockets coming in. Look how low clawz is. Mega Health's about to be up too.
He just heard him, so he might chase, but no, he's going to secure the item and try probably to protect this heavy as well.
Yeah, they do just that. So there we go. This is going to be tough now for clawz to fight back.
k1llsen for sure knows exactly where he is.
And where he's going, apparently.
And now the Ghost walks up, clawz is safe.
Well, I mean, you say that, but he's also... Okay, he will use... I was just going to say, we've seen clawz twice now not use Ghost Walk when he could have to survive.
Youthful confidence.
Yeah. So arrogance? I don't, is that like another... Is that a synonym for it? But no, yeah. Definitely confidence is something that clawz does not lack. And now clawz set up his own trap here, and k1llsen's going to run into it. Oh my god.
Straight to the face.
See, in other games we call that skeeting. Because,
Skeeting?
yeah, in Left 4 Dead. This was these things that jump at you, and you shoot them a shotgun midair, and you 100 to 0 them, which is really difficult to do. It's called a skeet.
Oh.
That's what I'd call that, but I don't know if that works in Quake.
No.
I don't think I'm long enough in the scene to be making up terms to be used for casters. Zoot, help me out. Rocket be thrown in again from the high ground. And clawz a little bit trapped, but
he's okay.
we'll get back off the jump pad and runs directly into a rocket. Again, k1llsen hears him. Smells blood in the water. Ooh, he was out of rail ammo there. That would have been a shot. That would have been a lot of extra damage done.
This is nice. Knows that clawz isn't going to push in for the mega, so trying to secure at least 2 damage on that heavy. It takes 2 rails though. Definitely going to be forced away. clawz pushing in for the kill. Should be. Ooh, just gets away. I thought he took the spit. Somehow avoiding that.
Oh, he's on the chase still. k1llsen gets a nice little jump with the rocket, but he doesn't have the HP left to survive. Doesn't want to let clawz get the kill, so he kills himself instead. But maybe now k1llsen on the Nyx might actually go for the chase here. Okay, no, he's not going to have an opportunity just now. And armor's about to be up with Megas shortly to follow. I think this is definitely one of the harder maps to, for my limited experience, I guess I'll say, to come back in. Like once you lose control of the items, they're just so in close proximity of each other that it's really difficult to like stagger them, obviously, and to kind of be in a position to counter them.
Oh, what a reaction there from clawz. And your point is right. This is one of the oldest maps in the game, and it's notoriously one of the most difficult in terms of dueling skill. So.
Sorry, I said something right?
You did.
Yes.
Unknowingly, but yeah.
All right, well, k1llsen gets the kill on the railgun, though, and there's a minute 30 left to go in round 4. clawz already up 2, so the pressure's on k1llsen here. He's trying to back away. Ghostwalk is going to come up, so he's going to be fine to go for the engagement. He's actually going to do just that. He's going to go for the chase.
Yeah, he knows.
It's good rocket jump.
One more and he's dead.
k1llsen
tying it up to 2-2.
Damn. Some of these shots, like...
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of these shots we've seen today, just insane with the rail, and really proving like why the railgun is such a great thing to watch. It's so rewarding.
You're a big fan of the railgun.
I'm the bigger fan of the rocket launcher, but I can appreciate the rail quite a bit. I like all guns except the machine gun.
Tri-bolt?
No, I love the tri-bolt. I'm gonna be that guy who gets so good at the tri-bolt. You know, like in other games, you know, one tricking.
Nice rails.
Never gonna happen. LG coming in 2 for the finish. Actually, Ghostwalk. They both went to teleport at the same time, so does he hear it? And they both go towards the health pack, and k1llsen's gonna get the better of him.
Yeah. I mean, that was close, but it could have gone either way.
I mean, the timing of going through the slipgate, though.
The slipgate?
Yeah, it's called slipgate.
Is it?
That's legitimately what it's called.
Yeah, technically it is.
Don't you play this game?
It's called teleporter.
Okay, yeah, it is. But obviously they went through the same time, so they didn't hear each other. Or, I mean, more importantly, k1llsen didn't hear clawz.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh, he did? Okay.
He had him one of the ends.
Ooh.
Trading. Both on their final champion of the round. 1 minute has even passed.
clawz going to have, I think, an advantage, right, on this map. The fact that he's playing solely against Anarchy, last champion each. Close quarter, the burst damage he can do with a rocket launcher, plus the acid spit.
Leaving his Sorlag to the last. Full rocket, he might be dead.
Oh, 5 HP left. He's going for the re-challenge.
Yeah.
There's no way k1llsen expects him to be over there. But he's going to rocket jump back up, and clawz is still not escaped. He's still not home free, retreats back to more health packs, but it doesn't matter.
k1llsen takes it.
There you go, k1llsen up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah.
Putting up a clinic here.
Had to come back in that game.
Yeah.
clawz, I definitely feel, reacted off of that corrupted keep and looked far more composed, particularly around the major items, and gave k1llsen an incredibly hard time. But k1llsen just in himself kept hitting those shots, and I thought he picked up the aggression a little bit in response to that. That clawz wasn't making those mistakes, so then k1llsen began to adapt and force the game a little bit more, and that's when we saw him come out a little bit more on top.
You know, we talk about like clawz as kind of like an aim star, I guess, right? He relies on his aim so heavily.
Yeah.
But I feel like k1llsen, I don't know, his aim in like some of these shots he's hitting off.
I mean, before this game, he was probably regarded as perhaps the best aimer in the world. One on form, but he was really, it was inconsistent. Like he would go into games hitting like 50, 60, 70% rail, and then the other games he might hit 20, 30, and lightning might bill off. So he seems to definitely have honed his game, and maybe it's one of those things he's matured with age. But he's
like a fine wine.
Like a fine German wine. But he's...
Said no one ever.
He's playing cold and calculated. And it's really good to see, because it's completely different to the way he used to play.
Who would you say is like the most well-rounded player in Quake Champions?
In Quake Champions?
Yeah, between aim, between mental game, between strategy.
It seems to... The sounds seem to shift so much. I mean, from what we've seen to date... Probably k1llsen or Avik.
Okay.
I think many people would say Cypher. Cooler's up there as well, but obviously getting knocked out now.
Well, I mean, obviously, results do matter a good amount, but if you were to like discount results and just based off of how you know the players and how you see them perform in matches, obviously any of the players here could have easily won the entire tournament.
Yeah.
Even the ones that have been knocked out already. I've
been really impressed with k1llsen this tournament. I didn't see much of him in Denver. I thought he was super unlucky in QuakeCon. He was one of the strongest there, and many people thought he'd go all the way. I think k1llsen will be up there as one of my top ones. I just think Avik always puts on a great show. There are a few weaknesses, but overall he's super exciting to watch.
I feel like k1llsen plays like a really calculated game the entire way through.
Yeah. Where
Avik has that potential to be extremely explosive, like mid-match.
Definitely.
Just completely catch you off guard, get the kills, and then snowball from there.
I thought it was really refreshing to see Cypher yesterday.
Yeah.
He's definitely out of definitely out of shape, but the picks he was bringing out very much against the meta, and yeah, I thought that was nice, but he completely underperformed. So for me, yeah, k1llsen at this point in time up there for me.
Oh, here we go. Third map. k1llsen up 2-0 here in the series. Nyx v Nyx off the bat, and already a big fight breaking out here between the two. The Rockets just so close, doing enough damage, and that's going to have to be a Ghost Walk coming out soon. But he gets bounced into the rail, forcing k1llsen's Ghost Walk to escape. But he's not done just yet. He wants to fight, and clawz gets the better of him there.
Yeah, nice rockets from clawz. Good decision from k1llsen to push it, knowing that clawz didn't really have any other option, but perfect placement at the end.
Well, there's a big 15-second window here between the two. Like k1llsen can take advantage of it, and he might be able to do that. You can see the shotgun again coming out of clawz. He doesn't have the Ghost Walk for another 10 seconds. k1llsen gets the frag. Smart play out of him.
Yeah, recognizing once again Ghost Walk is down, putting on the pressure. Catching clawz in the mid-ground with no escape. Rail inches away. k1llsen himself needs one.
I want to see how k1llsen does against clawz's slash, actually. I don't believe we saw much slash. I mean, we didn't get to see much clawz against k1llsen in the first match yesterday, since it was such a quick affair. But I want to see, you know, when clawz gets comfortable on the slash and how k1llsen can deal with that. Because we saw Vu struggle really, really badly against Cypher.
Yeah,
he couldn't hit rails. He was struggling with rockets. I want to see how k1llsen will be able to do. And 6 HP left. He will get the trade, most importantly. That was probably a kill that k1llsen should never have been able to pick up.
Exactly. That initial dodge is what set him up to even trade there. Should never really have brought that out.
Well, now one apiece. We're going to see the slash come in. He's just baiting him in there here?
I think he's going to die.
Wow.
He does.
Jeez. That was a mind game right there. He just read that he was going to come back.
Yeah, the initial rocket from clawz was good, and that alone he would have assumed k1llsen would have backed off to the mega.
But what was clawz going back for from the rail? Because he didn't need the time shards
to get the rockets and then to hit a rail when k1llsen was going for the mega health.
Okay. Smart read again then. Already both double Nyxes coming out off the bat here in round 2. k1llsen's 2 rounds away from getting himself into the grand final, somewhere he has not been the entirety of Quake Champions. Definitely a big win for this man, and he's definitely put in the work for it, I'd say.
And the pressure is certainly on clawz. We opened by saying, and k1llsen opened by saying, he's not going to change a thing. It's up to clawz if he wants to change. And clawz at the moment hasn't done that.
Oh, look at this up close fight. He can call with the rail out. He's gonna have a shotgun, or just go for the gauntlet. k1llsen gets the kill. Did clawz Not have shotgun? No, actually, no, he didn't have rocket launcher. He did have shotgun, but he went for the gauntlet instead.
Yeah, the gauntlet's slightly more reliable if you can get up close. Well, definitely more reliable. But
that's what Cho has come in.
Full rocket as well.
Oh, he's going to go on the chase here, isn't he? But it's going to be so hard to keep up the speed, but he's been able to do just that. The LG comes out. He had no rockets left. Now the railgun, he's actually on the back foot himself, getting knocked into the air, and clawz, I think realizing k1llsen had no rockets available to him, punishes him for that. That overcommitment, that over-aggression was k1llsen's downfall, and clawz playing so smart.
Yeah, clawz not trying to escape through the long tunnel towards Mega was why he won that fight, because k1llsen dropped thinking he would, that's the obvious route, and that's the easiest place to rail him. But double backing around, making sure that k1llsen had no angles, and then was able to follow it when k1llsen didn't change weapon.
Oh, k1llsen's kind of stuck here, isn't he? He's going to have the heavy armor. He's going to have to fight his way out of this one. You can see clawz keeping him at arm's length again, trying to use the rail to the utmost advantage. Utmost opportunity here. And k1llsen's again looking for the fight. Only 1 kill apiece. That initial rail is going to land. k1llsen has dropped down to second rail. clawz, can he get the third?
Should be following down here with the rocket.
He knows he has him running. He should finish him off here. The jumps are coming in so perfectly. The rail's going to miss again. clawz.
Get out? He does. Oh, clawz. That's a really unlucky.
I think it's a combination of unlucky for clawz, but really well-timed jumps for k1llsen when the pressure was there, when he knew he had no health left, to just time his jumps to dodge the rockets, because there was a rocket that was shot out that only did 7 damage. That could have easily been 30, 40, or 50.
Yeah.
But he jumped at the right time to create maximum distance away from the explosion.
That's true. And now
again,
clawz should die here. The rocket in the corner somehow didn't hit. And a nice fadeaway rail to keep k1llsen at bay, to make sure he can't follow up with a rail of his own.
2.5 minutes have passed here. Remember, this is the winner bracket finals. The Italian Esports Open 2017 live in Lucca, Italy. And k1llsen hitting a direct rocket in the air. That, oh, again, trading. This is not the first time this has happened here, ZSX. I think it's like the 3rd or 4th time we've seen these two trade kills in a fight. The Berserk Punch has come in. 6 HP left. He's being chased, and clawz gets it. clawz will put a round on the board here.
k1llsen wished he was a few stone heavier to drop down that bit quicker.
Should get an interview question for k1llsen. How's it feel to be fisted right there?
Oh, mate. Yeah, at least he found it funny. He sees the funny.
Yeah, he laughed. He heard me. He's like, haha, Jason, you're so funny. Thanks, man. But that was pretty good though, because you're in the air, right? How are you going to escape that? You can't.
Yeah, he was willing himself down to the Mega. You can see it.
clawz going to miss that first rail, and he's railable now.
I think he knows, yeah, he does.
Oh, that timing!
Nice, k1llsen.
That was an outplay, 100%.
It was.
Ghost walks right when his ends, so the gauntlet doesn't hit, and follows up with his own rocket launcher to boot. Oh, and clawz.
Great rockets.
He's stuck in a corner between a rock and a hard place and a rocket.
Somehow clawz gets away, relatively healthy. It looked those rockets were much closer than the damage. Not again.
Well, we are playing on land. They have 1 ping.
clawz going to come off worse again in the little bit of error. No, he's going to get away. And is able to get the full stack back up.
So you talked about Slash on this map, right?
Yes.
And how fast she is to get around. What about Anarchy? Who'd you kind of rate is like generally faster to get around with if they're both equally skilled on both champions?
Slash is quicker on this map.
Okay.
You've got the large open mid areas, which means you can make jump Anarchy can't. So you can swap from one area to the other, one side of the map to the other with great ease.
Okay. Well, k1llsen gets a nice frag there. So now clawz back on the last champion. He actually wants to push clawz. k1llsen should be able to escape that, right? He's got the speed.
Yeah, he'll easily be able to escape. But clawz is turning up the aggression now. Maybe he has a little bit of desperation setting in and just trying to keep k1llsen from... Because k1llsen's been pushing him. So I think maybe clawz in retaliation to that is trying to keep k1llsen at bay by doing more damage.
He's got the rail now. Oh, what a shot! Not easy hit as well onto a light.
Oh
my god. Well, he doesn't do it once, he does it twice in a row. k1llsen probably not expecting that, so the speed advantage he did have is now gone.
Yeah, it was unnecessary. k1llsen realizing that clawz didn't have much weaponry to his name and thought he could sneak in and out, but just a great rail.
And there you go, k1llsen getting the final kill on the clawz there, midair.
k1llsen's air rockets have been ridiculous this tournament.
They have. They seriously have. I think he's been hands down my favorite player to watch when it comes to rocket launcher.
Yeah, there's all these pushes that players are making with probably work against majority other players, would definitely work on other patches, and yet somehow k1llsen's pulling these rockets out the bag.
And it's such high-pressure situations, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Winter bracket, finals.
Nah.
Again, k1llsen has the high ground. He's bouncing claws, but they both have Ghost Walk, so ideally, neither of them should die off the bat.
Okay, clawz. You're crazy.
Did he rocket launch up there himself?
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Nice.
60 damage rocket coming in, both of them sub 50 HP until k1llsen picks up this health globe.
Oh! God!
I've heard of pre-firing, but that was something else there with the rocket.
That's some great prediction. Knowing clawz wanted to go for the health there. He's stuck.
He wants to go for this. Oh my lord, k1llsen.
And he's got one more frag. He doesn't know where he spawned though. I think he does now.
One frag between him and the grand finals of this tournament. Gets a double rail. Can he close this out in style? He's on the chase. Oh, he misses a shot that most likely should have landed out of him.
But he's on the back foot. He knows where he is.
Oh,
Good
there
game.
it is. k1llsen 3-0 against clawz. Will advance through into the grand finals.
In this tournament alone, we've got 7 games to 0. k1llsen versus clawz. That is impressive.
That is. I think k1llsen has definitely shown what he can do here in Quake Champions, and he definitely earns that spot here in the grand finals. That means clawz will head to the lower bracket grand finals, which will be our next match, where he'll be playing up against the winner of Avik and Vu.